Hi.
Hi, Joel Pate here, president of scoring.com. I've got Jeff Lohman with me. You saw him just for a second there, and we'll be bringing him back on in just a second. The Credit Repair Summit is just going to be phenomenal. The speakers that we have, the number of speakers, the topics, you just don't want to miss it. Beginning October the 1st at 11 o'clock Central, goes to about 2 to 2:30 on October the 1st and the 2nd. And then beginning on October the 7th, 8th, and 9th, which is a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the remaining month of October. So you can say, man, we got a bunch of content. We will be presenting live events with question and answers available so that you can participate, get the most out of the sessions. And if you miss a session, those sessions will be available for you after the event. And so you could, pick up both that evening or the next day or that weekend, so you can make sure you don't miss any part of the presentation. The speaker we have today is Jeff Lohman. I've known Jeff and done business with Jeff for a number of years. There's no one that I know of that has a greater heart for the consumers receiving calls from third-party collectors, being harassed by third-party collectors, or their rights being violated under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. We've been doing business with Jeff for, like I said, for a number of years, and I want to introduce him now. Let him tell you why. You've just got to hear his presentation that'll take place during the Credit Repair Summit. Jeff, welcome. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you, Joel. I'm excited about doing the presentation and again, informing more people about their rights under the FDCPA.
Well, good. Well, tell us what everybody can expect to learn at the event.
Well, in this presentation, we're really going to just discuss a practical, proactive approach to your rights. Most consumers don't understand the rights that are afforded to them through the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act. So this is going to go over the 4 biggest types of violations, and it's going to help explain to consumers and people that are working with consumers the rights that are out there and how to protect those rights and how really to recognize when those rights have been violated. And we just take a very proactive approach. We don't get into the legalese of it or anything like that. It's just ways to appreciate and identify when your rights have been violated.
One of the great things about the service that you provide is, we tell credit repair companies, don't I keep forgetting that word. I'm sorry, I did that the last time as well. Don't filter out the customers. Don't pre-qualify your credit repair customers, and you decide if you think that they do or may not have a claim. The best thing about Jeff's service is he wants to talk to them all, because I've heard him say it a million times. If you're getting calls from third-party collectors, they're going to violate your rights. And so it's just a good way to get in the flow and let him educate your customers so that we can help them to not be harassed or not have their rights violated by collectors. So, Jeff, I think it's a great opportunity for everyone in the credit repair business to get a good feel for the benefits afforded consumers by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act.
Absolutely. In our department, we're not attorneys. We don't take a legal approach. Like I've said many times before, it's a proactive approach. We're going to help you understand in simple terms the rights that you have and what to do when those rights are violated. There's a whole lot of different caveats to the law, and we don't expect you to know that. We just want you to understand the types of situations your clients get into, that consumers get into, when there's a very high likelihood that those rights are being violated.
Well, that's great. I follow the CFPB quite extensively, and there's just an increasing number of claims and actions being brought by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau against collection agencies. And I've even gone so far, I'm kind of somewhat of a subject matter expert on a few things, and really kind of reading into this. I really love to do that. And I went all the way back in the CFPB's manuals where they began to train their investigators. And in the training, it actually laid out multiple scenarios that the investigators need to be looking for when they went into review third-party collectors. And so now, after that review has begun to take place, there's actual data coming from the Collection Industries Trade Association where they warn and try to, and they have classes and train their third-party collectors on how not to violate this law or these laws. There's a plethora of laws that govern the third-party collection agencies. So it's just kind of funny, you know, here the collection agency, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau training their investigators, and then they go in and the investigators find these things, and then the CFPB warns the collection agencies, stop doing that, and then the Trade Association puts out training, says you need to stop doing that. So, you know, from that being a breadcrumb trail that we can go back to, we just know, and from our own experience, that the collection industry violates consumers' rights very, very often. So, you know, as a consumer advocate at heart and a housing advocate at heart, I just love it when, you know, we're able to help a consumer and, you know, get them up to the next level so they can re-enter the housing market, get the job that they deserve, and, you know, that's just great. I just love that. So, Jeff, I really appreciate your joining us on the Credit Repair Summit. Your presentation is at 12 o'clock Central on October the 2nd, so everybody needs to really mark their calendar, make sure they're there for that event. So, Jeff, again, thanks for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you on October the 2nd.
I look forward to it. Thank you, Joel.
You bet. You guys have a great day. We'll see you at the Credit Repair Summit.